Katie Vance's wife is no longer wearing her wedding ring. Katie Vance's wife is no longer wearing her wedding ring.
Good.
Hey everyone. We're going to have some fun today. We're going to build us a beautiful medieval, like, fortification, a town, a village, a city, a metropolis. So that's what's on the cards for today. We're going to be doing approximately a 24-hour stream because I did a 17-hour stream yesterday and I was late because I stopped streaming like 4 hours before I was supposed to be back on. So we're streaming from midnight to midnight Pacific time. Can't wait to play. I can't wait to chat. I can't wait to enjoy our time together. Live in 13. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. 3.5 minutes. 3.5 minutes. Ads about to start so that we can get rid of ads in the beginning. I should have started one right at the very beginning and started another one so that we have the full hour. So I'm going to start it now, and then just before we're going to start another one so that we can get everything going. Let's do it. What this does mean is that we're going to have ads coming up a little bit after that as well, just to ensure, just after we start, so that we can ensure that we don't have another ad until after the hour mark. Yeah. And most people won't be here, so it'll be great. I think we have to wait 2 minutes after we start for that. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll start talking about stuff, and then we'll throw up an ad, and then we'll start proper. All right. All right. Timer should be, oh, let's see. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Wow. What's going on? Why is it taking so long to swap? What's going on? It should have actually swapped at 15 and change. What in the world? Why? Why hasn't it changed? My stuff should change automatically, and it's not. I'm gonna give it a little, see if we can make it work. It's still pending. So, what is going on? Why? Why? What in the world? What? Oh, man. We've got something. We've got a bug. Ah. All right. So there's a bug in my... Not a bug, but it hung. It hung. I don't think I need to be right back for this. But I do need to restart my streamer bot. So... Restart streamer bot. All right. Start it back up. It's what the connecting is in the middle of the eyes of the cat. Is it's waiting for streamer bot to start back up. And there it is. Connected, yay. All right, so now it's gonna go through and say that everything's turned off because it's setting everything back up to the base. All right. Okay. And now we can just do this. There we go. All right. It was a bug in StreamerBot. Or a bug. It kind of hung. It hung. So, all right. We have the start of a new random large map for Farthest Frontier. The goal today, as you can see, this looks like it's probably in the Alpine Valleys, maybe? Something like that. We have a lot of resources everywhere. We've got gold here. We've got lots of berries. We've got lots of herbs, some eggs, lots of berries and herbs over here. Plenty of iron, plenty of stone. There's plenty of iron here. There's what, 5,000, a little over 5,000 iron right here. There's some clay here. We've got lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of berries. We have plenty of sand. We have some clay here, more berries, more iron, sand, lots of gold there. 12,000 gold in one spot is pretty good. So we have a really good start here. We've got some fish. We've got eggs. We have what could be a pretty good start. We have a single raider camp somewhere. I've seen one raider camp. We've got some predators, plenty of predators. So we have food, potentially food from there. We have a couple of different watering holes in different areas on the map. So it's a pretty good starting map. I like it. We've got some mountainous areas. The problem with this is the design that I want to do. Some infinite coal here. The design I want to do to start this off feels like it won't work because it'll take decades to flatten this land, for example. And the fertility here is kind of a little off. Like I can just forget about this coal, right? Just forget about it and start building. Or I could build here. So I don't know. But because you guys didn't get to see where I'm starting, even though this map looks really, really good, what I'm going to do is I'm going to restart the map because you guys have no idea if I actually did this, if I put a seed in here or not. You have no idea. So here we go. We're going to re-roll this map. Okay. Boom. So now it's guaranteed to be a random seed. You have no worries about what I've got. I'm going to figure out when we plant it, where I'm going to put my camera so it's not blocking anything, because I think it was blocking stuff yesterday. And we have a 24-hour stream coming. So today we're going to be playing some Farthest Frontier, as you can see. I think we're going to jump into some Dunk a little bit later. We have some we want to do there. We're going to jump into a couple of other games sometime. We're gonna make it nice and like fluid and laid out, and it's not going to be one game the whole time. I don't think, unless I get really involved and something happens really well, or I'm on a roll. So the idea is that we're going to have a lot of fun today. Oh, this looks nice. Oh, this looks really nice. Look at all that. Look at all that potential. Oh, oh man, this looks so good. Except I lost all of the resources that I had. All those resources, they're gone. All the resources are gone. That was such a nice seed. FML, I don't have any. Well, I've got infinite gold here. Infinite coal. Infinite stone. There's good infinite right there. So that's, I could have the production being over in this area here. That's not bad. Have to level those to be able to build the mines there, but that's not bad. We've got 6. Oh wow. So we've got gold, we've got sand. I don't see any clay. We've got sand. We've got food. I don't see any clay. So clay's, oh, there's clay down here. So that would mean that I'd want to go here, but that's not flat. Man. Playing the game to play and playing the game to build something beautiful looking is two totally different ways of playing this game. I don't know. Maybe I should just go with, oh, this clay. I'd have to expand a long way. What, 300 units? If I start here, I get the clay. I have iron there, lots of berries, so that's okay. We have sand up there, we have iron here, we have iron here, we have clay down here. So we'd have iron and clay, so that would work. We've got food, we've got 14 deer over there. So maybe got coal way over here. Oh. Where's the clay from here? The clay's still too far away. Oh, no, there's clay right there. So we could actually build, like, right here. Farming over here. It's not bad. Production over here. Housing up here. Maybe? I don't know. Oh, this is where they started, right? This is where they're saying, hey, we could go right here. This is good. I don't know. You know what? We're going to go ahead. We're going to go back to the main menu. We're going to start this. Not all over, but we're going to start this all over. What's that? Oh, my wife is talking to herself. I'm looking at something real quick. I have ideas. Yeah. All right. Let's turn that down a tiny bit. All right. So we have hour 3. This is the one I had yesterday, the one that basically I died with. I think I died with that. This is my personal love of the game, 26 years in, 7 hours. This one is just, I'm just going to delete that one. Yeah. And this one was like, that's my first playthrough. Like, I'm learning it, right? So this is the one I'm enjoying. There's the seed for it. We're going to create a new settlement. We're going to go on Trailblazer. Pioneer would be fun. Like, no real issues with this, but Trailblazer, I think, is the way to go. I could go Idyllic Valley. I've seen what Arid Highlands looks like, and it's interesting. I think I was just on like a combination of alpine valleys and plains. I usually go random, and I always go large. I think I'm going to go I kind of, to make it look good and not have a challenge, like, what do you think? Hey, Kayloon.
Hello.
YOLO. What do you think? Should I play this game to have fun, or should I play this game for a fun challenge? Should I play this game for a beautiful layout, or attempt at a beautiful layout, and make things fairly easy and just do the building like in a nice idyllic valley? Or should I make it challenging and just go random and say, hey, we're going to play this whatever we get, and what we get, we're going to have to, work around what we get. No. I'm saying, do we play on random, or do we play on like a selected map type? Do we say, hey, give whatever to us and we'll deal with what we get? And so now it's a challenging game. Or do we just play with an idyllic All right, so you're saying we play random. All right. All right. What should the name of the town be? Name the town for me. It can be anything, funny or not. Just name the town.
What is that wall? Wallpaper.
I have no idea.
Wallpaper?
No. What is the wallpaper called? Hold on. What is the wallpaper from Charlie? Charlie at a chocolate factory. Wink. It's lickable wallpaper. That's what it's called. That's what it's called. Lickable wallpaper. And by the way, it's a real thing now. Snozberry. All right. Snozberry. All right. You say, Trailblazers, should I play on the hardest mode with limited starting resources and raiders wanting to kill me? Okay, Trailblazer it is. All right. This is the one. This is it. You heard it from Kayloon, folks. I get what I get, and I don't get upset.
Don't freaking run around with the damn thing going.
No, I gotta figure out where I need to put my town. I do it for as long as I want until I'm like.
Well, then you better tell me.
I better tell you when I plant it.
Yeah, because
Oh, that's weird. I don't know why it makes you dizzy.
I don't know either, but it does.
That's weird. You're strange.
Tell me.
I'm not yelling. I'm saying you're strange. I myself am also strange and unusual. All right, so you gave us a shithole.
what?
You gave me a shithole. I'm moving around a lot, just so you know.
I think it's because I'm trying, like, kind of.
This looks like it's an alpine valley. Oh, there's plenty of. So this is where production is. We've got coal and iron, coal and sand, gold and sand. So, and sand. There's production here, and sand and sand. Oh my God, I'm going to be selling sand early. That's actually good. I'll be selling sand early. So production will be over there. No fertility over there, which is kind of. There's fertility over here. Oh my God, that's so far. Oh no. I'm in an arid wasteland. You really did. You screwed me. I am so screwed. All right, I'm gonna go. Oh my God, look at that. Look at that. I have to flatten it. This is gonna take years. This is gonna take decades to flatten this out. Oh. I mean, it might be worthwhile. There's a lot of resources up here. That might be worthwhile to flatten that out and just have a like this. Like, look at it all. Look at it all. My Lord. Iron in the mountains. So much iron. And coal. And gold. And iron. Oh my, look at this. This is an 11,000. There's so much gold and iron up here. This is production. Right there. Way over here, this is production. We need to find that. Oh. So this says there's lots of stone. Where's the stone one? This says there's a lot of stone. I don't see any stone vein here. Oh man. But if you notice in the foraging sources spotted, there's like very little. There's a lot right here, which is good. That's actually helpful. And we got plenty of stone, but note the severe dearth of wood. There's wood here. That's going to be gone. Like there's no wood. There's sand, there's gold, so I can do I could do this. Would that work? There's no the fertility's here. That's where I'd have to put a farm. Or a farm here. There's no fertility like anywhere on this freaking map. It's so low. My God. There's like this is the fertile land right there and right here. That's it. Lots of berries over there. Lots of berries over here. We can go grab the berries, maybe. Oh, we have a salvage spot there. Have some iron. 31 eggs. That could be 24 eggs there too. 30 eggs there. We should do it here. We should do it right here. Farm everything. We get to the gold. We don't have the clay though. There's no clay. I need to make sure there's clay nearby. I don't see any. I'm gonna have to farm sand and buy clay. And we know what happens with clay. It's gonna be annoying. Lots of stuff here. There's the stone right there. So there's lots of resources in the mountains. Lots of resources in the mountains. Some berries in decent places. Lots of resources at the bottom of the mountains. I think our starting goal, we're going to end up farming a lot of sand. So this is going to be production down here. We'll be farming sand. As soon as we hit tier 2, we'll be farming sand and selling it. That's where we're going to make all our money, is farming sand and selling it. Farming sand, making glass, and selling it. But in order to make glass, I think we need... Actually, I think to make glass, all we need is coal and sand. Which means this is like our glass blowing area. There's like, what, there's 50,000 sand here. There's iron as well. There's not enough coal to make that work. So we'll end up buying coal. We're going to end up buying coal. There's so much iron. Production, production, production. Not enough coal. Even if I go all the way over here, there's not enough coal. It's like 13. It's like 20,000 coal here. Yeah, so we're gonna start over here. This is gonna be our production area to the whatever. Let's find the. So the red like canvas outcropping is gonna point to where our production is gonna be. Our housing is going to be up and over here, so we'll take care of housing going over there. Production will be down here. All production will be down here, and our farming will be over here. We'll set this up for farming, right? So we've got fruits, we've got berries over here, lots of berries over here. What we'll do is we'll set up a farm over here, which means we're going to put our base is going to be right here for hunting. What is stone shard? Brox, what is stone shard? I've just started. All right, so let's see. Production, farming, which kind of, I suppose we can make sure that production goes. Maybe we can make that work. Oh, the brutal road like. Okay, yeah. I forgot. All right, so production to the south, farming over here, housing over here. It's going to be so much freaking, so much work to flatten areas out and whatnot. But hey, that's what we're going to do. All right. I think this is where we're going to plant. We have eggs. So we have a good source of food to begin with. We've got some deer. We've got some eggs. We've got, what is that? 10 deer. We've got 100 eggs. Hopefully we can keep getting more eggs. And we'll take the berries and bring them over and put them into like a forager area. But this is where we're going to start. And now that we know where we're going to start, I'm actually going to throw an ad up to get rid of the one that's coming in 20 minutes. So I'm going to plant it. Blink. We're going to start it. And I'm going to throw an ad up. We're going to pause it. I'm going to throw an ad up and we'll be right back. All right. That way we have a full hour where we don't have to worry about things. All right. So I'm going to throw an ad up, get rid of the ad that's coming in 23 minutes. We won't have another ad for another hour and we'll get to playing. Rocks, I'll take a look at it when I come back from the ad just before we start. Be right back. All right. Oh, perfect timing. All right, we're back from the ad. Let's take a look at what Brox is telling me to look at real quick. Let's see what Brock says to look at real quick. This game. All right, so what am I looking at, Brox? You play it permadeath. It took you five hours to beat the tutorial. Spent an hour plus getting prepared for the very first mission, which is meant to be easy. Food and thirst is brutal. Okay. So you're planning on... Dude, you're poisoned. Dude, you're poisoned for 40 stacks. Like, wait a minute. Dude, you're gonna die. I don't even know this game, and I know you're poisoned. And you're gonna stay poisoned for 40 turns. Or whatever that is. And it's 3 damage per... Dude, you're gonna die. Dude, you're dead. You're dead, dude. And your voice does not sound like what I thought it was. Does not sound like what I thought. Like, I thought you had a deeper voice. You sound higher pitched than I remember. And I'm pretty sure when I talk like this, I sound much lower pitched than most people remember. Dude, you're gonna die. I'm gonna wait until you leave or whatnot. You're gonna be dead. You're gonna die like instantly. It's every action you... Is it every step? Because you just took an action and you took three damage. Yeah, you're dead. Yeah, you're dead, dude. You're dead. You're so dead. You're so dead. You're so dead. Oh my God. You are so dead. And so you prepped and this took you an hour? It took you an hour prep. It took you 5 hours to beat the intro. Yeah, you're dead, dude. Game over. Start again. I don't think you have any chance. You've got no chance. All right. All right. This is an interesting game. Yeah. So you're gonna die right here, right? You are gonna die. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. How do you stop yourself from dying so how do you heal more than 3 health per turn? Is there any way to heal more than 3 health per turn? Like, what do? You need to make a healing potion or something? Man. All right. I need... How much is this game? $18. All right. That's a game. I might actually play that tonight. Well, I can't play it tonight. I don't have the money to buy it. But if I had it, that would be one of the games I'd play for this 24-hour stream. That's... How old is this game? It's 5 years old. It's still in early access. Okay. This is... Because you poisoned yourself. Okay. Oh, man. I'd have fun with that. I would. All right. All right. Cool. So we started. We're going to pause here. we know that we have where we started. We know that we have all the resources over here. This is where the production is going to be. And we know that we have another mountain over here. Filled, like you can see how the map moves up a little bit. So we know the mountain is over here. Lots of production stuff over there. So production is all in the southwest corner of the map, basically southwest corner. And I only got to see like this part of it. So there's so much more of the map that I have. What we're going to do is I think we can take these berries. I think we can take the berries and we can move them. Maybe. If I harvest that resource, right, I should be able to pick the berry bush up and bring it and replant it somewhere. I should be able to. I think I can do that. And if I can, then I'm going to replant those into an area where all these berries end up being a spot for me to harvest directly. But the first thing we need to do is we need to start grabbing, some trees. So let's harvest a whole bunch of trees. Man, it is so bright. Let's turn the brightness down. I can turn the brightness down, right? Brightness. Yeah, let's turn the brightness down so that we can actually see this shit and not... Oh my God, I can see it so nice. Monsters Den. I'll take a look at that too. Like I have a pretty big backlog, and there are games I want to play, and all of them are going to be played, as many of them as I can are going to be played on Dead is Dead, right? So, and it's not, oh, Dead is Dead, we're going to play the next game. It's Dead is Dead until I succeed. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is we have our town center here. We're going to throw I think what we're going to do, yeah, we're just going to harvest the stuff around. Let's grab some stone too. Okay, so there's stones, good. So let's get rid of those. We'll harvest the stuff. The stones are here and here. So there's good stones all over the place. That's good. We'll harvest this too. Harvest that resource. We're going to remove that as a target. We're not going to harvest that just yet. I think we can do that when we get the forester. We'll harvest those. We need to put in, let's do this. We need to put in a hunter cabin. We need to put in a smokehouse, and we need to put in a forager shack. The forager shack, for now, see how we have no food? There's lots of berries and eggs over there, but there's no real place to do it. So we're going to put the hunter cabin is going to be down here to get, how do we do this? There we go. To get all these deer. So the hunter shack should be like right here. And production is going to be over here. So the hunter shack being here is fine. So forager, hunter shack. Let's see. Can we get all of them in there? It looks like we can. So we can put the hunter shack right there. We can put we need to put forager shack in here somewhere. The forager shack, we want to make sure we have plenty of food. It's 31, 30. So we're going to have both of those and then all of that. So we have the eggs. Shit. Will that work? That's too steep. Doesn't have those eggs, but this does. There. So right here, this way here, we have the eggs, the berries, the eggs, and the eggs. So we have those. Let's put this on 2x for now. We'll put it on 5x in a minute. So we've got, now we need to build a smokehouse. We'll put the smokehouse next to here. And then we're going to have, And while we're doing that, we're gonna put a road around our town. Which will actually there we go. That'll help get rid of the stone here. So that's good. And this way here, what we're going to have is we're going to have a spot there. Like this is going to go over into the production area. Actually, this is going to go over into the production area. So this way here, we're going to go down there. We'll end up moving both of those later. This side is going to go, I'm looking at a design that I set up earlier. With the interest of housing shortage, yes. With the interest of making things work, right? So again, fertility, the fertility is over here. That's where the farms are going to be and whatnot. So that we can have at least some fertility in the ground. Production's over here. We're going to use the sand. Like when we can start farming sand, we're going to use the sand and put sand pits there just so that we can start selling sand. And we're going to use that and the coal that's right here to make glass to start. That's how we're going to, when we hit tier 2, that's how we're going to make money so that we can actually get to tier 3 because we have no clay on the map. But we know that we need to make clay. So we've got gold over here. We've got all this stuff. Our goal is to, I paused it for now. Our goal is to make sure that we have everything set to make this work. All right, so we need a well. We're going to put a well because they're going to get thirsty. We're going to put a well there. We're going to put a fire cutter right here. We're going to move all these things. We are going to move these. So put fire cutter, all that stuff there. Because production is going to be down here. Housing is going to be over here. No, housing is going to be up here. Farming is going to be over there. Housing will be up here in this general area. And so the way we want to do this, let me take a look at this real quick. So the way we want to do this, we're going to have production down here. So basically, production's going to be over there. Farming will be over in this direction, right? Because of that. Housing will be up in this direction, right? So production's down here. No. So hold on. No. Clear. I can't clear this. How do I? Oh, that road's not built yet. Neither is this one. There we go. We're going to delete that road. We're going to delete this road and hopefully that, yeah, that's not deleting the road that I want it to delete. Why won't it delete the road? All right. Regardless, we need to get housing. So let's do this. We have production. This is a little bit off. I be screwing things. This isn't. Why does it not let me just clear them? Like. It doesn't let me do what I want here. I can't clear the road. I can't. Yes, Banished. I own Banished, and it does remind me a little bit of Banished or something of Man, Dawn of Man. So I own both. I also own Frostpunk. I like city builders. I just don't play them often enough. I think I need to restart this because it's not letting me do what I need to do. needs to get rid of that. 25, that's going to take forever. That's going to take forever to do that. Can I restart this map? Let's restart the map. I know where I'm going to plant it. I have no time. Who has time these days? Not many of us. Virtually none of us, you know? Virtually none of us. So starting to build, I have a layout that I want to use. And I keep screwing up the layout. And I'm like, but I know what I want to do. So, like, I know where things are going to go. By the way, did you notice that under the video, I have a new, like, it's a new combo button. I don't know where it came from or how it got there. So this is the same map, okay? It's the same map. We have all the same stuff. We know that we were starting right here, all right? So we know we're starting here, and we know we had that pointed down to the lower area. So we're going to start in the same spot, okay? Was it here or was it here? Was it here? It was in between these, right? I don't want to start right there. I want to start a little bit over so that we don't lose the trees that we need. So we're going to start right here. Just a little bit over. Not much of a change given when we start. All right. Okay, so now I'm just going to pause it real quick. Everything's still the same. We have all our stuff there. We've got the eggs, and the eggs. We've got the iron ore. We've got the deer up here. We've got the... I restarted it with the same seed. It should have been exactly the same. Where'd the deer go? There were 2 sets of deer. Where'd they go? Oh, shit. Maybe it didn't. All right. So the first thing we're going to do, I'm just going to set this up real quick. So we have our roads around the town center. Okay. So the roads around the town center, that's going to be built. Right. And then from there, we're also going to go over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then one more for the road. And that's going to come down here. And then that's going to go there. Okay. So in here is going to be a barracks is going to be over here. We're going to have an armory and a vault there. Right. That way there that we know where things are going to be built. Okay. Our trading post is going to be right here. And this goes down, what is that? 10? I think. Maybe that goes down 8. I think that goes down 8. The way I want it. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it goes down 8. So this is going to go down 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 1. And it's going to come over here, all the way over to where the town center ends, and then come back up. So there's that. But now we're not going to have that road come straight down here. No. Because the trading post is going to go right here, and we're going to have some extra stuff in there. We want the trading post to be, I think that's where that road goes. And that's the end of the town center starting area. That's the starting area. That's where everything's going to be like focused. We're going to have our food in here. We're going to have stockyards, root cellars, etc. That's the starting area. So now where did I say we're going to do production and whatnot? So production's going to be down here. Production's over here. So from here, we're going to have our production comes down into this area. That's where production's going to be. Our housing is going to be over here. Not over here because this is going to be production. This whole area over here is all production. Housing is going to be here. Farming is going to be here. Up here is going to be a little bit more expansion, but housing is going to be over here. No, housing is going to be over here. Farming is going to be here and here. And production is going to be basically the whole bottom side of the map. So we have production coming down here. We have farming is going to be up in this area. So what we're going to do is I have this set up to come out like in each of these areas is going to have a spot that comes out, right? So this one's going to come up here, that one's going to go out there, and then the one right through the middle. This is also going to go into production all the way over here. So that's going to be production, and production, right? So what we're going to do is, because of the way we want to do this, we want this to go like this, maybe? No, because we're going to have a wall on the outside of this. So let's get rid of that one. We're going to have a wall on the outside. There's going to be a wall like right here on the third row, and that middle row is going to be like trees and shit. Make it look nice. So if we're going to have a wall there, we don't want a road going from here to here. We don't want that. As much as I would like to have that, we don't want that. Well, maybe we do. Because of how far away this is going to be. Maybe we do want the road here. A road there. And are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Because I have it off-centered. It's because I have it off-centered. So no, we want the road being like this. So the road there. So that's pretty cool. It's too bad it doesn't go the same way the other way. Right? If we do this from here, that goes up there, and then it comes like shit. So we're not going to have a road there, and we're not going to have a road here, and we're not going to have a road here. Oh, learning how to do this game. That's so much fun. But what we will do is we'll have a road from here to here, and then from there to there. That works. I like that idea. And so that's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out. So we can do that 6 out, right? And then over here, I don't think I want the road 6 out, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 would be here, right? And then that would come right back down to just before the spot there. And I don't think I want that like that. I think I want this one. I want this side to be on the edge. So what we'll do is we'll put it here, and then we'll put that one right to there. Right? No, we'll figure out how we want to design that side later. But this side's definitely being like this. And actually what I could do, this is, as I start building after this is going to be when I start building. So we'll do this. We'll go like this. We'll come up here. We'll go over this way, right? Then we'll go over here so that it's there, and then we'll bring it down there. Or we could do this. Go and build from there to here, and we do that. So there we have, well, maybe we could come up to here and just have it like there. Could we do that? Could do that and just get rid of this road and get rid of this road and that one. So there. All right, let's make sure that this is correct. Right? So we have this road comes up from there and then goes down there. All right. So there's that. That gives us the bird's nests and stuff that we're going to end up moving. We can put things here. So food production. We have our forager is going to start up in here. And again, as I said, the forager is going to end up moving anyway. All these buildings are going to move when I get everything set. So we need this to be here. Here. We need this to be here so that we get all 3 of the eggs and the berries that are up in that area up there. So there's the forager. Again, that'll move because of what we're going to be putting there later. So the forager will be there. We'll end up moving him down here later, I think. Because of how we're going to be doing this. Production needs to be slightly separated. Okay, so now we can press start. All of those are going to get built, but this is going to have a priority. All right. Now we need to build a hunting cabin for the hunting of the deer, which are no longer everywhere. Kind of sucks, but that's all right. Let's go ahead and harvest stuff. Let's make sure. Oh, we do. We have harvesting all set. Make sure we have all that harvesting there. We have bushes, lots of bushes. Like, look at all the bushes. It's like if I do bushes, right? Do bushes. No bushes. No bushes. Let's get rid of all the trees. Get rid of all the harvesting. Like, all of it. Just get rid of it all for now. Boop. Get rid of it all for now. Why are you... All right. H. I said get rid of it. Why are you prioritized? Why is it not letting me deselect it? Oh, these are the ones that are in the way of the why isn't it letting me deselect these? That's so weird. Well, we've got those. We're going to go ahead and select all this stuff that's inside here because we need all of that to be removed. Anything that's close to the edges here, we're going to just remove it. We'll remove those for now. We'll remove those rocks and those rocks and those rocks. I think for now that should be good. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We need to build housing. Housing is going to be, I said housing was going to be where? Farming's here. Housing's going to be up here? No, there's going to be, shit. Not a flat map. It's very, very not flat. How do we want this to work? How do we want this to work? We have the forager. We need that. We have the hunter. The hunting cabin's here. Wait a minute. There's that. Where we need housing. We need a smoke shack next to the hunting shack for now. This is going to be the hunting shack, right? That's the forager shack. Did I not put the hunting shack up? I didn't put the hunting shack up. So we'll put the hunting shack on the outskirts here. Put the hunting shack here for now. And we'll put the smoke shop right next to it. Because remember, production's going to be down here. Housing is going to be over here. And farming is going to be up there. Okay. So housing is going to be over here. So let's go ahead and start getting some housing prepped. Food production is there. We need a fire. Why? That's why. Yeah. All right. So I'm not going to follow that fucking shit anymore that I did because it doesn't work when I'm not on a flat map. It doesn't work when I'm not on a flat map, which is kind of funny, but whatever, right? So I think the idea, I mean, I like what I have here. This start is good. It's everything after that that's going to be interesting. These, I don't want them there. So we don't need these roads. We don't need these roads. Those roads are not going to be, they're not going to be what I want, right? So we're going to put housing up in this area. Housing's going to go up over here. We need a sawmill. A fire thing. So the fire one will be there. We need a well. This well is going to need to be basically where it's going to end up being moved later. 45%, 44. I think we'll keep the well right there for now. Okay? Gives us the ability to make sure that stuff doesn't burn down. Bring that road up. All right, our roads are set. This is almost done. Let's build. We've got the firewood splitter. We've got the food production started. We have a smoke shack already being built, right? So we've got the smoke shack, we've got the forager, and we've got the hunter cabin. Now we need housing. So housing is going to be over here. The way we're going to do the housing is housing needs to be away from this stuff, right? The desirability with that stuff being built there. Production's going to be down here. I can't put, well, maybe I can. Maybe I can put the production down there instead. Because I can put the forager shack down there. But the forager shack doesn't cause anything. Where did I put this? I don't have the smokehouse being built yet. No, the smokehouse is up here, right? The smokehouse is up there. So the firewood splitter, instead of being here, we're going to put the firewood splitter down here. The firewood splitter is going to be down here because this is where, down here is where other stuff is. So the firewood splitter goes down there. We're going to have housing over here. Housing. Housing comes over here. This way here, we don't have anything in the way. 2, 1, 2, and then we're going to go 1, 2, because we're going to have walls and shit. I'm going to have walls and then walls and walls upon walls. So there's going to be a wall there and a wall there. I think the wall there is going to go around the housing, I think. And the way this will work is we'll put one house there. We'll skip 3 and put another house here. Right? So we'll put 2 houses there. And then this will be where all the housing-based specific stuff is. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. So actually, give me 1 second. So I'm now looking at layouts somewhere else. So instead, like we can do, we can actually do this. We've got yeah. I think I like that. So instead of here, we're going to do this a little bit differently. We're going to go, and we're going to skip 3. So we've got 2, that's the walls. We've got 2 there, and then we're going to skip 3, and that's going to be where other stuff is. And then we're going to put 3 houses here. Okay. I'm I'm being silly about that. Man, why am I not just like a graphic designer in general? I'm so bad at design just outright. Like I can't do shite. So we want this like that, right? So hold on, clip that. I'm keeping it paused early because of the basic layout, and then I'm just gonna start it and we're gonna have things working. So there's gonna be a wall here. There's gonna be a wall there, right? This is going to be a wall. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put that there. That's gonna be a wall that goes all the way around everything. Okay. And then outside of that wall, we have the road from here, from this spot right there that I can't select, all the way down. And so what we'll do is the housing on this side of that wall, we'll put a house here and then a house here, but also a house here and one more house here. And so there's the three houses that we have, four houses that we have. Those are our four starting houses. That should put us in a good starting position for food, water, etc., etc., etc. From here, these three houses, yes. From these three houses, we're going to have, from these four houses, this should not be a house. That should not be a house. Sorry, no house. Should be skipping three, and then 1, 2, 3, three houses, right? And then there's a house here, okay? So we have on the road, we have, that house should not be there. My bad. There should be a house here. And then another house here, right? So there's 5 houses. There's our first 5 houses. There's going to be a park here. And then basically I'm starting the building of a district is basically what I'm doing. Forager shack. Okay, we'll pause that. The forager. Actually, the forager has everything being foraged. That's fine. So we're focusing on those two. That's all we're focusing. We don't care about any of the other stuff at the moment. We just want eggs and berries. So if I click on this, I can't actually move them. I thought that I could move the hawthorn. Why can't I move the hawthorn? I thought I could move this stuff. Oh well. I thought I could move hawthorn. It's what one of the things that I read said. All right, so we've got our eggs, bird's nest. We want the bird's nests to stay there. So the trees will end up sticking around. So we're actually going to make sure those trees, I think, so, well, maybe not. Maybe not. All right, so we've got our housing. We're going to have, the next thing is going to be a root cellar. We're going to have a tower next to it. So we have from here, we have a root cellar and then a tower. The tower is going to go right here. That's where the tower is going to be. And then from there, we have also, so root cellar and then tower. The tower is going to be here. And then we're going to have a market. The market is going to be here. This is where the market is going to be for this neighborhood. The thing is, all of this is going to need to be leveled. And this stuff is going to need to be away from all of this. So like, ow, my eye. So we're going to put a well over across from where the market would be. Hold on. What the hell are you? Oh. Okay. So because we're going to have the tower is going to be right here next to the root cellar, we can then go, and we know there's going to be a small, like a row of small plazas here. And then there's going to be an oak, and then the well will be 2 spots away from that. So the well, oopsies, the well will be right here. Is that where the well will be? The tower is going to be here. The root cellar will be there. The well will be here to take care of that. Problem is, if one of these buildings gets caught on fire, well, we have a well over here for that. So that's good. Okay. Put this on 2x now. All right. So we have the well over here. This is how we're going to be expanding a bit. The well is there. This road keeps coming up the well and then beyond it. We'll do that. So this is going to be our first like district, right? And again, to the south this is all production. So this production is going to have to be as far away from here as possible. And so we're going to have some shelters over here. I'm going to build a few more shelters just so that we know where they're going to be. So this shelter here is actually going to be a little bit offset from this shelter here. And then there's going to be another shelter, right? Another shelter is going to be right here. And then the next shelter is going to be right there. And then another one right there. And that's the edge. This is the edge right here. That's the edge of where everything is going to be. So in order to make this work, because this is where the wall is going to be around the main area. We'll have walls right there. What we're going to want to do, make sure we have 5 builders. What we're going to want to do, prioritize these 3 buildings. Because the rest of them don't need to be prioritized just yet. But we need housing for those 3. We're collecting food, so we've got plenty of food for now. We're actually producing a decent amount of food. Okay. Yeah, so housing is going to be huge over here. That's fine. That's fine. Good shite. And this is basically how well, maybe not maybe I'll have a couple of different designs for districts. I don't like the fact that there's more production over here. I really don't like the fact that there's a lot of production here. So production's going to go off to the left and the right, which means we're going to be putting a lot of housing up here. Even though I thought that housing was going to be like this. So this will be District 1. District 2 will be over here, and over here will be farming. So we have our forager shack here for this stuff. I think we need another forager shack because we don't have a lot of food. So we're going to put another forager shack. We're going to put another one right next to this. For now, these will move. We'll put another forager shack there, and this one will take care of all this stuff up here. Take care of this. We'll take care of these and whatever else we get up there. Hopefully that forager doesn't die, right? All right, so we've got our well is going to be here. It takes care of all this stuff. We're going to have firewood splitter is here. For now, like, we don't have any storage here, but we have storage here. Right? So storage. Stockyard. I think, if I remember right, I think we have our stockyard in this setup is Yeah, we have stockyard. So we have a stockyard here. We're going to put a stockyard right here. Well, there'll be a stockyard there, and there'll be a second stockyard here when we need it. We only need one stockyard for now, and then there'll be two more stockyards. No, there'll be storehouses over here, not stockyards. We'll have the 2 stockyards here. We'll have root cellars over on this side. This guy, I want this guy to move a little bit, so we're going to move him to there for now. Okay. Actually, we're going to move him over here so that we have our stuff to build these things a little bit closer to where we're trying to go. He's looking for food or for logs. Let's make sure we have logs. We do have logs. That's good. Let's make sure that we have some more stuff being harvested over there for logs. Okay. So now we have this. We've got our housing. We have our housing. Desirability is starting to go up. Notice how that's going down. That's why I don't want that stuff nearby. And the production is going to be, oh my God, production is going to be so. Why is there so much iron over there? I thought it was all up. This is the mountain I was talking about. So this is actually where production is. I don't think there's actually production over here. I think I screwed up. I was like this. I said this way when it's actually this way. This is where all the production is. That's all right. That's all right. This our first district will be fine. I think I want this to connect for now. So our first district will be fine. We're about to get our 3rd house. We'll have 7 houses there. That's fine. When this forager shack is done, we'll move it somewhere else. This stockyard needs to be built so that we have stuff. The stockyard needs to be built so that we can actually build our root cellars. So that'll be good. We have... What else do we have? We have berries. Berries now? Shit. All right, so hold on. The birds' nests are done. There's nothing else for the forager to actually forage. So I'm going to take this forager and I'm going to change his foraging area so that he goes and grabs all the berries. So that we have these berries available. We're going to go ahead and put this up here now. So we'll go back and forth between those. So when the birds' nests get refilled, we'll have those. This needs to get done so that we have that. This needs to be prioritized so we have water over here. Because we don't want them going all the way over to the water, to the well that's over here to get water for there. So we'll put water over there. And there he is, gathering the berries. Wow, he's gathering them so fast. Oh, boy. Frickin' drought. All right. Our forager shack. How much firewood do you get? We have plenty of firewood for now. We are going to run out of wood pretty quickly. This is going to be quite the annoying. All right. Next. What do we have next? Because this is going to need to be, because it's only going to come out a little bit. Let's throw a road in here. All right. So that road, I don't want to keep looking at that one. I want to look at this one. All right. So that road, and then this is going to come just straight down here. There. That's how that's going to be. And on this side, oops, cool. on this side, it's going to be right here. Yes, yes, yes. All right. And this side is going to be above those to there. And then we're going to do the same thing here. And that's going to go over 3. And then this is going to go over 3. To there. Actually, nope. Nope, nope, nope. That one's not quite right. This one's going to go there. There'll be a house here and a house here. And then from there, that comes down 4. And there'll be another house here. So that's basically the outline, right? So we have that set. That's good. That also gives us a little bit more information about where the foraging is going to be done over here. So that's pretty good. All right. All right. So let's connect those. Let's connect those. Let's connect those. Let's connect that one. Okay. So the hunting lodge is, where's the hunt? Did I not? No, I did. Okay. So the first thing we want to do is we want our philosophy. We want to research faster. So we have that. Our hunting lodge still isn't done yet. So we need to actually prioritize these two real quick. Again, they will move eventually, but we need to prioritize them. They'll move when we create farms and barns and shit. Oh, look at all that. Look at all that hawthorn. That's so good. That's so good. That should keep us afloat for a bit. Okay. We have plenty of stone coming in. That's good. We have plenty of firewood. We're going to make sure that the firewood, we need to make sure that we have our firewood set up here. We only want 100 firewood. We never want to go over 250 for now. So that'll end up turning that off and he'll go and do other stuff. This will be set up. Once the stockyard is done, we'll be able to start keeping our food the way we need to. It's good stuff. Okay. All right. What else do we have? Housing is good for now. We can't build a farm or a fishing shack. We don't have anything for that yet. We have our firewood. Don't need any of that stuff yet. All right. So we are going to need a graveyard. I don't have a spot for the graveyard yet, but I think I'm going to put a graveyard in every I think that instead of maybe one shelter, the way that I want to set this up, I think instead of one shelter, or instead of 2 shelters, I'm going to put a graveyard. So, does a graveyard have, yeah, it's no issue there. So we're going to put a graveyard on the other side of the well. So there's that, and then the shelters. So it's going to be 3. So that's going to be the graveyard. That right there will be the graveyard. And then on the other side of that, we have one additional house on the other side of that. The graveyard comes up to here, then 1, and then 1, 2, 3. And then there. And that's the end of it. This is the end of the line. So that's going to cause problems. I'm going to have the mine like on the side of it or something. Really? An impending blizzard? For real? For real? Already? All right, at least I have food and shelter. All right. All right, so the hunting lodge is for oh wow, look at all that. So before we do anything else, I want him to go and grab the rest of the I want him here to go and grab the rest of the forageable items over there. So hopefully he'll grab them before the winter sets in, to grab the extra hawthorn and whatnot so it doesn't go to waste. And it looks like that might be what he's doing. Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. He should be able to get that before they go to waste. That'll be set. So that's pretty good. We'll have one more shelter over here. Do I want to build the one more house over there? Like, so then we have this, and then we have the shelter ends up being here. That slope is too steep, so we'll end up having to flatten this area out, but that's okay. It's not as bad as it could be. We'll just flatten the area out later. That's gonna come later. This like pod will be the primary source for things. 72. That's fine. Look at them go. All right, they're actually working as winter starts? For real? Why are they working as winter starts? Doesn't make any sense. I hate having to micromanage the this guy, right? So now he's gonna come back. I don't know if we're gonna get the eggs from the bird's nest again. If we do, then I'll have the eggs again. If we don't, then we won't. Smokehouse. Smokehouse from Hunter. Hunter has... Why does the hunter have eggs? Why does the hunter have eggs? Interesting. All right, so everything's been gathered for the gatherer. Forager shack is done. Secondary forager shack is not done. I don't need the secondary forager shack, so we're actually gonna remove the secondary forager shack because I can just micromanage this forager for now, right? I can say, okay, we need you to go grab some more stuff over there. We can micromanage for now. He's got no wood. There's stone sitting there. All right, what else? We've got iron ore. We've got iron ore up the frickin' ass over there. This iron ore is going to be ignored. That gold is going to be good for later. This is going to be good for selling stuff later, that sand pit. That'll be a production area that we end up using just to kickstart. Oh, maybe not, because we have a sand pit right there. We'll see. We'll see. I need to prioritize that stockyard so we can get our root cellars going. All right. So the next thing we need to do for this is I don't see us having anything else yet. I don't need a tower yet. I have a graveyard. Basically now it's just sit and wait. We have 5 months of food. We have housing that's being built. What we could do is we could flatten this area out a bit, because these 4 are going to be needing, right? So this is a house, and then this is another house. So we can just flatten that out. It's only 150 work units. That's fine. Okay. We need more logs. That's fine. So finally, this will be done. And we'll put in, when that's done, we'll put in a root cellar. The root cellar that we're going to put in is going to be over here instead. Right? So the root cellar, I'm going to put the root cellar in over here just to make sure that we have, yeah, I'm going to put the root cellar in over here so we have food for them. But I'm also going to put a root cellar in over here. But I think the first one I want is going to be like right here. There we go. Storehouse, root cellar. So I think the root cellar that we want here is right there. So that way there, we have food that's going to be stored there for the entire pod. We're also going to put another root cellar over here, right? One there, and one here. I don't want to grab the stone here. So we skip that one, 2, and then skip 1. And so we'll put another root cellar right here so that we have storage over here for just in general. So it'll come from here into this root cellar or come from here into this root cellar. That way there we have storage regardless of where we go. Okay. So that's been flattened. That's actually nicely flattened. Let's flatten this a little bit more. I'll flatten that a little bit more just to make it look a little bit better. I like the graveyard the way it is, but I want it to be a little bit flatter. Okay. So next year, start of the next year is coming. And when that happens, I don't know if these are going to actually refill right away or not. I don't know when they're going to fill. Policies. So we're going to go ahead to our town center, go to our policies, go turn that on because we want them to be there. Look at that. Wow. So the forager now comes back over here and forages the berries. I mean, the eggs. So we're going to micromanage the forager for a bit, which is fine. Make sure that we have our harvesting of our grass, our logs. So we're running out of logs already. So we're going to add some more. Actually, we're going to undo that. We're going to add some more trees to our harvesting. Knowledge generated. Now this one's going to be here. That's quite simple and easy. That's there. We're going to harvest some more trees. Make sure that we have our trees being harvested so that we have our wood being produced. Okay. All right. Make sure trees are being harvested. Like I turned the brightness down so I could see it. Winter months or the start of the year sucks when there's like snow all over the ground and you can't fucking see shit. But it's got nothing to do with the actual brightness setting. So I'm putting that back up to the 75 it was at, or 70 it was at. Okay. All right. So we have spoiled food. 4 berries were spoiled to food. I don't think we have any. Yeah, we don't have any herbs anywhere in range yet. But the eggs have been taken care of. And once this is done, those eggs, like the eggs will go over here. Will they go over there? I don't know. I want to know why he's got all this stuff in storage. They should come over. Look at all that. Look at all that production. It's good stuff. All right. So we need to make sure that we get one of these buildings up and running so that we don't have to worry about people. Because we're going to get like 6 or 7 people right away. So let's get both of those done. That's nice and flat. Ooh. I flattened it the wrong way, it seems. It should flatten downward from here. Like maybe. maybe. I can't stop the flattening. There we go. Flatten. What did I just get a all right, so what we're going to do is we're going to flatten from here all the way over to there. From here. And we'll flatten it a third time. Because this is where there's one more house that's going to go right here. And we're going to build that house now while we're flattening the area. Okay. Cool. We're at 20. We need to be at least 24. We'll be at 24, 28. We'll be at 32. And that'll be fine. And this well covers the whole of it. It's great. Awesome. This is almost done. Good. What have we got? What did I just get for an achievement? What did I get for achievement? What the hell was that? What was that achievement? How do I see my achievements? How do I see my achievement? I didn't see what it was, so I want to see it. I must see it. I must see what that achievement was. God Eater. Nice. Where's Farthest Frontier? Let me guess, it's not down here because I have it up in the freaking, like, favorites or something. Farthest Frontier. What's the achievement that I just got? Extreme Living. Construct 5 shelters on the tallest mountaintops. Construct 5 shelters on the tallest mountaintops. This shelter counts as being on the tallest mountaintop? Really? That counts as being up there? Okay then. Whatever. So we're flattening this. Let's see what it looks like when it's flattened. That first one. It's another 100 units. So we really don't have much there. 9 months. Heat wave. I want to see this happen. We've got $60, $50, $40, $30, $20, $10, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, so it does. It does base on where you start. So if I want it to flatten to this area, I do this, and it flattens that whole thing to that spot. And the more I do it, the flatter it gets. So that is perfect. Although it does make this graveyard look a little wonky. It's half buried, the graveyard is. All right, so that's good. I now know how that will work. This guy's missing stuff. He has no fish, no meat. Ads incoming. We will wait. We will wait for the ads before we continue. I will press the ad now, and I'll see you in a minute. I'm not going to stop the game for this. It's kind of easy. You're not going to miss anything. Why is the music not playing? Why is the music not playing? Let's begin. Let's begin. I turned the music off. Let's play this one. Once the ad finishes, I'll turn off the music. All right, ad is done. Away with the music. Away with the music, because the ad is done. Storage is full. So he should be taking that over to here. And is he? He is transferring produced items, and he's bringing it over there. That's great. Does this have any food in it? It does not yet, but it will. Okay. We have the store yard, which is great. So now we're going to bring this over here. We're going to just put it right next to, like, I can't get rid of this, right? You can't actually get rid of the storage cart. But we're going to bring this over here so that we kind of have it next to there, next to the storage. We have 28. This one's being built. We have our flattening being done over here. Once that's flat, I'm going to go ahead and flatten the rest of this. We need to flatten it all the way out to the 2 layers outside of that. And so what I'll do is, just because I want to make sure that we have this, we'll do this so that we know where everything's, so that we know where everything's going to be, right? Out 2. We do that. We bring that out 2. Bring that down. Bring that out 2. There. This one is not correct. That well is there for now, but it will not be there later. So what we'll do, we'll bring this to here. And then we'll bring this to there, because that's where the wall is going to be. So that well isn't going to be, that well is not going to stay there. Absolutely is not going to stay there. That's where the wall's, that's not the right one. That is not where the wall is going to be. This side, I'm so silly. I am so silly. This wall, there. That's how that's going to be. And so that wall is going to go bye-bye. And that wall, as much as I hate, you can't delete a single set. So that will be the wall where this will move. Like maybe I can just move this to like Maybe I can move it there for now because that's not going to force this to be done. So we'll have the wall there. All right. And then now that we know everything is nice and flat here, so we can flatten this, right? Can flatten that to there. So that'll flatten this out. And then we can also flatten this out. And so once those two flattenings are done, we'll flatten the middle here to the same spot. So it's decent. And then once that's all done, we flatten this side. So it basically becomes a hill up to the area there. Kind of protecting it. But once those are done, now what else do we need to do? We don't have anybody coming in. We have this. What do we want here? I think the next thing we want here is we want to make sure that our forestry is faster because we're going to need that pretty quick. And then after that, we're going to go into the militia. The reason we're doing this is because eventually we're going to need to get into like placing mines and whatnot. So we're going to need this at tier 2. That's like a primary thing. And then that'll allow us to, I think that will allow us to do sand pits. But the production is going to be there. And then we're going to need a forester camp. And animal husbandry. That's going to be the big thing. We're going to need to build farms so that we have more food. All right, harvester, you need to come. Wait a minute. You need to come over here. Go grab those berries. Go grab the berries, and then later on in the year, we're going to go grab all the other stuff. The hunter is still hunting the food, but has no meat. So why do you have no meat if you're not hunting the food? Like, what do you do? Oh, you're butchering the meat. That's why. Okay. This storage is full. 7 people. That's perfect. So that storage is full. What is the guy here transferring produced items? Now, where are you? Yeah, transferring them into the storehouse. That's perfect. Just going to keep going back and forth and transfer it. That's great. Excellent. Excellent. 7 new villagers emigrated. That's great. We're at night 7. That's great. Beautiful. Perfect. That's awesome. All right. So, I think we'll be okay with this. So this also needs to go down here, but we only need it to go down 3. I don't know. If I try to put a house here, it says it's too steep. So I think, because the house is going to be here, right? Right? So, man, I hate the idea of not having it flat enough. Yes, a bustling market. What do I need for a market? What do I need for a market? I need a saw pit. Oh, a saw pit. We need a saw pit. Where's the saw pit going to go? For now, we're going to put the saw pit next to the fire guy. There's the saw pit for now. Because again, these things aren't going to be inside the residential area. They're going to be near production. And this is where production is going to be. So we'll eventually move them and reorganize things. But for now, this is how it's going to be set up. We need the saw pit. The market is going to go like across from the well. So the market's going to be here. So we need to get rid of these things. Let's get rid of all of these. We need to get rid of all of this. All of the stone, all of the stuff here, because the market's going to go right there once the saw pit is done. 138. Storage is full again, which is fine. Great. Bring stuff over here. Do I need to? I don't need to build another stockyard yet because we have 42 spaces. That's fine. That's fine. This one is starting to have food in it. That's great. All right. So the next step is the saw pit. After the saw pit, then we get all of these other things: the Fletcher building, the cobbler shop, the tannery, etc. And we'll start with the tannery. We should be able to start selling stuff to make money on the market. Not the market. When we get the trading post at tier 2. But we can start making these things. So we need to build more housing. We're at 19 of 32. We don't need to build more housing yet, but the minute we get somebody, we're going to preemptively build more housing. So let's see. Can I build a house here now? Housing. That's still too steep. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do this. Because we want this to be a little bit flatter so that we can do that. And then we're also going to do the same thing here. Now this is all nice and flat down on this side. So we're going to take these and we want these, and we want these to be flattened in a similar way. The walls don't generally matter. The walls are going to be whatever. So we're going to flatten this from here. And remember, this outer road is just walls. I'm going to flatten this as much as we possibly can. So I think this is approximately the same level. Yeah, so we're going to flatten this from here as well and go into that there. So there we go. All right, we do. Time for you to move. Time for you to move. Right there. Go grab all the stuff. Actually, we don't need that to do that there because we have this set over here too. So we don't need that to be too much. And we don't want too many people to be hired. Like we're doing this a little bit differently so that we don't have too many people working when I want this to work. So we can actually have a couple more builders doing what we need, doing the building, because the laborers, we have enough laborers doing the laboring. We don't have anything else. We got a smoker, a hunter, a forager, one of each. We don't need more than that as long as we're keeping track of when things are being done. Like he's grabbing the stuff there. Once he grabs this over here, he'll come back and then we'll change him to going over there. Right? So once he grabs those, then we bring him over here. Go get those. And then once he grabs those 18, there's more deer over there. Then we go and say, hey, go grab these. And the hunter, we found the extra deer, so now we can change this to be there. So now the hunter will go out and grab those deer too if he needs to, if these ever disappear. So that's good. This is fine. We have 178 storage. He's just going to keep going back and forth. We don't need a second one doing any of that, so that's good. This looks perfect now. That's great. Like we have a hill here, but that's fine because that's where that's perfect. We can just do this and that'll flatten that out a little bit. And we're going to start flattening this out, but we're not going to do that right now. It's going to take forever to do that. So we have more shelters that we can build. So we can build another house right here once this gets flattened, because that's where the second house is going to be on this side. And these are the edge. That's the edge of the town. So we can do that. We've got the well there. We can build the marketplace now, I think. Can we build the market? We should probably build a compost yard. But not yet. Do we need a Fletcher building? I think we need a Fletcher building. Let's put a Fletcher building over here. Just so that we have the Fletcher building. Put the Fletcher building there. So that we have arrows being made. Where's the market? Amenities. The saw pit isn't done yet. But the saw pit is done. Oh, I need a storehouse. Where do I put store? I don't have a spot for a storehouse. I don't have a spot for a storehouse. Wait a minute. Where are my storehouses? Where do I have my storehouses? I thought my storehouses were in... They are. I'm so silly. My storehouses are on this side. So we'll build a storehouse right... See how it's too steep? I can't build a storehouse there yet. But that's where the two storehouses are going to be. So we need to flatten this area out a bit more. Same thing over here. We need to flatten that area out a bit more. Once this is flat enough to build a storehouse, then that's where we build the storehouse. The storehouse is literally two storehouses right here. One there and one here. Right? Get rid of that. New villager born, yay! Now we need to make sure that we have the housing. I have these here. I don't want. I think I'm gonna put this here so I can see both. So, and I'm gonna bring this down. Yeah. You know what? I think I'm gonna redesign this because I see something. That I kind of want something specific here. So like these are pretty far away. However, what I want to do is I'm going to end up moving these around. The saw pit and the firewood are going to be together. The Fletcher is going to be down here. We're going to end up moving these around a bit. Move that down here a little bit more. We're going to need to flatten stuff out over here. But that's okay, the way we have things for now. All right. Oh, I got another one. I got another resource. And so, to defend ourselves against wolves. And then after that, we're going to start doing the resources, I think. No, after that, we'll start doing this because I'm going to start needing to gather money. All right. So this production area is going to be a little bit different. All the other production is going to be up here, but I think this production area is going to be a little bit different. Yeah. All right. So the storehouse can now be built. put the storehouse there. The other one is going to be like this. No. No. The storehouse is going to be, I want the, yeah, I want that like that. So we'll put the storehouse like this. The other one's going to be like that. I'm not putting a second storehouse up yet. We're going to, I don't think we need to like level this out anymore, but I want to level this out some more. So we're going to level this, and we're going to level this, and then we're going to level these based on those 2 points. All right. The reason we can do this is because we have plenty of laborers. We have plenty of builders and plenty of laborers. We're not going overboard, which makes things a little bit easy. As long as we have the food, not a little bit easy, it makes things a little like not worrisome. As long as we have the food, we're fine. But notice our trees, we no longer have any trees being harvested. We have no more wood being harvested. So we have to make sure that we are harvesting our wood. We have to make sure we're harvesting our wood. Which sucks because there's no freaking wood like anywhere right now. Because we're running low on trees. They don't grow back fast enough, right? So we're gonna need to start expanding in a little bit more a little more intentional way. How much rotted? 59 berries rotted. So we still have plenty of food coming. Storage is full again. That's the firewood. The problem is going to be if we don't have, I need a market to start generating money so that I can eventually make a tier 2. We're going to be at tier 2 pretty quickly because we're not going to be building much of anything for wood planks. We're just going to be gathering it. We're going to make the market and then build tier 2. Like that's what we have to do. We don't have a choice in the matter. All right. So then these, oops. So then this is going to flatten that some more. And this is going to flatten that some more. That's a really steep grade. So I'm also going to flatten when these are done. I'm going to flatten this a little bit to make it less steep. And hopefully that'll be fine. We moved the well so we can put the road there to signify that's what our wall is going to be. I can't believe we have no freaking wood. The wood is going to be our biggest issue here. We're going to end up having to buy wood on the trading post, I think. But like, let's just harvest all these freaking trees. We're not going to have a choice. We are not going to have a choice. And we have a problem. The birds' nests are basically gone. I think I built over the bird nest there, which kind of sucks. Let's bring you back here. That kind of sucks that I built over the bird nest, but I didn't have much of a choice. We have at 20 out of 32. Let's build. We've got our storehouse being built. Let's build our next house over here. That hasn't been flattened enough. So the thing is, we just need that to be flattened here. Just to there. Because again, the road is going to go here. And so let's get rid of that real quick. And we're going to flatten up to there. Because this road's going to go down here. And there's going to be another house like right behind here. Actually, that's going to be a park behind there, but that's all right. So we're going to build a house there, but we need to build a couple more houses. We have, so we're going to build a house. The next house over here is going to be built right here. Then there's going to be a shrine here and a house here. So a house, a shrine, a house. We're going to need to flatten this area out a little bit as well. We'll do this as far as we can. Flatten that out. I don't mind that this isn't flat. This area right here, that's fine. We're okay with having different elevations inside the town, inside the neighborhood that we're building. We're okay with that. We just have to be able to build stuff, and we can't build things if it says the slope is too steep. So our goal is to make sure the slope isn't too steep when we build. Once our, all right, so our storehouse is built. Now we can build the market. Go to amenities and services. We can build the market. The market is going to be directly opposite the well. So there's the market. Notice how it's basically, you see how everything's going to be in range. So this circle is going to, the whole neighborhood is going to be around this market, which is why I'm building the market here. And so now we need more saw pit planks, and this becomes a problem because we don't have the freaking trees for this. Each one of these dead trees only gives me 2 wood. Oh, that's so sad. That's so sad. So sad. Must get more trees. Need more wood. What is this? Small thicket. Little lumber value. So we're not gonna break down the thickets. Knowledge generated. Our next one, what did I say we're doing next? We could hold off to get the mining once the town is built, but I don't think we're going to have time for that. I could just hold off. I could just hold off on that. But I think we're going to need more foraging stuff. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I don't need stone, and I don't need firewood. I do need firewood. You don't need to be making more firewood at the moment. So I'm going to make this 225 so that we don't make any more firewood. Once that's done, once we have that one more firewood produced, we're not going to make any more until we run out. That's good. So again, this is where it all needs to be flattened. We just need the planks, and we're going to build another house right here now, I think. Nope, still too steep. Why is that still too steep? How is that too steep? That doesn't look all that steep at all, does it? Right? That doesn't look that steep at all. That does not look steep at all. And the other thing is, like if we do this, build the road, see how it says too steep, unpathable terrain? That's the problem, right? So we're going to have, this one's going to come down 3 there. And then, because the road's going to be here. I mean, the house is going to be here, right? Inside this 3 here is going to be like a garden or some shit. And there's going to be a house there. And then there's going to be another house up here. We don't have to have the road going to that house. We can just have it end, which means we don't even need this road here. But that road is there specifically just so that we can see where everything is, so that we know how things are going. So with that being said, we're going to build another house over here instead. Slope too steep. Man, the damage. everything needs to be based on this right here. So we're also gonna yep. All right. Oh, he's paused. That's perfect. So because he's paused, he's no longer working there. That is perfect. We don't need it. We're above the minimum that we need. We're going to take you, go grab those, and then a little bit later on, we'll have you grab the other stuff. Got to make sure we still have our bird's nests. Can't do anything about, we're not building out there until we have everything else all set. It says we only have 3 months worth of food. That concerns me. 3 months worth of food. All right. We have the Fletcher to be making the bows and arrows. We have our marketplace being built. We really don't want to be building much of anything else yet. I don't have a storehouse built, do I? I don't think I need a storehouse. I don't think. Do I have a storehouse being built? Did I build something wrong? No, this should be the storehouse, shouldn't it? Yeah, I have a... Why does it say I don't have a storehouse? Oh, it's a storage depot. Storage depot. Okay. Storage depot. That's what that is. I don't think I need a depot at the moment. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. We have an ad coming in 20 minutes, so we have plenty of time. Plenty of time. Right. I think. Can I upgrade the fencing to a wall? No. No. There's no need to build fencing right now. I can make a palisade wall after I hit tier 2. Which is what I think we're going to do. The barracks is going to go in here anyway. So, which means the forager shack is going to eventually leave. So I think I'm going to relocate the forager shack now so that we don't have it because we don't need to do any foraging now. That should be pretty easy to just relocate it so that we don't have to worry about the stuff here. And we'll just make sure that gets targeted for stone. We don't need to target that one at the moment. We do need this one being targeted. So for stone, when we need stone, that gets prioritized. All right. Look at that. The forager shack is being rebuilt already. Perfect. Luxury taxes. Yay. Yay. The marketplace is done. Knowledge generated. We're going to start generating taxes from there. Confirm. And so, oh, look at that. That's not quite where it needs to be yet, but that's okay. Housing. Man. Not quite done. So let's do this again. Need that to be done. Can we put a house over here? Yay, that one actually works now. Thing is, this road is wrong. My bad. I built the road in the wrong spot. This road needs to be here. 9 more. We'll accept those 9. We're already building stuff here and there. These are, that's perfect. There we go. And now we're going to have the next shelter. The next shelter. There's going to be a park here. These 2 shelters are gone. The next shelter is going to be up in here. So what we're going to do is I don't think we can actually do what I want to do here, which kind of sucks. Time to pull that down. And remember, the production that's going to be in here is going to be over here. So hopefully it doesn't actually affect that. The iron and coal mines are going to be over here. Iron mine here, coal mine here, so that it has access to those, but doesn't actually do anything to the neighborhood here. Same thing with the gold and the sand pit over here. They're going to be out of the range of this, as you can see. These will definitely be out of the range. These I'm hoping will be out of the range so it doesn't reduce the desirability over here. We do need to make sure we have a couple more houses here. So we have a shrine that's going to be, this is going to be, that needs to be lowered. These need to be raised. We have a lot of work to do to bring more people in. A lot of work to do. All right, so over here, this is coming along quite nicely. I do have to say. All right. Oh, we are collecting wood. That's great. Why are you not doing anything? Hey, Reggie. Because I had a late stream yesterday, I'm going to continue having, like, gonna do as close to a 24. Dude, I streamed until noon. I'm supposed to start streaming at 4. That was an 18 or 17-hour stream yesterday. So because I streamed until noon, I didn't get up. I didn't go to bed until 3 because I had other stuff I had to do. But I passed out as soon as I hit the bed. I got up at 10. I'm streaming. I started streaming at midnight. I'm streaming until midnight to get me back on the 4 p.m. to midnight thing. It's a 24-hour stream, or as close to 24 hours as I can get, because I don't want to screw myself. You know what I mean? I can't get to those, so we got to make sure that those get done. These eggs are all set. So yeah. But I'm having fun with this. I'm having a lot of fun. Right. So we need to, like, I'm doing a lot of like leveling because I'm in an alpine area. But I'm trying a design. I am trying a design. Inside here will be all trees and stuff. I don't know if I can plant trees there. Can I plant trees there? Where's the oak? Oak. Can I put oak here? I can. We'll just put 1 oak there. Requires 5 gold. I have 21 gold. We'll put 1 oak there just to show that I can do it. So when the walls go up on this outside road it's going to become walls, it'll look nice. It'll look good. I need to build more houses. Shit. We're running out of food. My production has dropped. Why is my production dropped? What is going on? We have more. We have more. I think we need a second. We need a second hunter now. Knowledge generated. I'm gonna go ahead and do another point. No, hold on. We're gonna do another point here first, and then we'll put points into the other one. Lots of hawthorn there. Why are you not gathering? What is going on? Oh, that's why you're not gathering, because you don't know that you need to gather. So get over there and gather this stuff, would you? And then we'll have you come over here and gather these. 20 berries a piece. That's so good. I can't move them. Why can't I move the damn berries? I want to move the blueberries. All right. So we have to build a couple more houses so that when the next set of people come in, we're fine. What do we have? We have plenty of laborers. We'll put that up to 8 builders. Let's us do this. Actually, no, hold on. I don't want that work being done like that. This has to be based on the road. So let's do that. And same thing over here. There. So the road becomes the basis for where everything is, right? So the road becomes the basis. And then we do this right here. 625. So the road becomes the basis for all of it. Banished. Yes. So hold on a minute. So games like Farthest Frontier. I like Farthest Frontier more than I like these other games. But games similar to Farthest Frontier, okay? I have a whole bunch. So here's Farthest Frontier, right? I've owned this game for a while. I haven't played a lot of time on it. I owned it during the early access, and so I like it. I like this game. There's a lot of achievements. There's a lot of stuff. I've got very little time in it. But games that are similar to Farthest Frontier, if I can find them, if we have them down here. I don't see... Okay, I don't see anything like that. So games like Farthest Frontier. So we have Banished. Banished is a good game. It's a fun game. As you can see, I have some time in Banished as well. I like Farthest Frontier better. And I don't know why. However, there's also... Where's Frostpunk? Maybe Frostpunk is on a different game system. Hold on. So I have Frostpunk, I think is the name of it. Yeah. So I have Frostpunk, which is similar, but you're fighting against freezing death, right? Frostpunk is a very hard game that I got sick of. I was like, I can't play that game. It is too difficult for me. 7 hours in the game. I just, nope, can't do it. Can't do it. But there's other games as well, like that I think are good in that they have the same idea. Dawn of Man is a game that I really wish had stuck around in the way that, oh, maybe it still is. Is this... See the features making a comeback. Dawn of Man versus Planet Base 2. The people who made Planet Base are Dawn of Man. Are the developers for Dawn of Man, really? So I don't think there's been an update to this game. October 22nd. Maintenance. Yeah, so this game is interesting. It's much different, but it's still a like 2020. Look at that. 2020, 2021. Not a lot of updates, which is why I stopped playing it. But it's very much, see if I can find some images. It's very much like it's a city builder. But in this one, I think you're stuck with, I think you start with 4 or 5 men who are basically exiled or some shit. It's a really good game, right? Just like Frostpunk. I like strategy town building games because they make me think about how to do stuff, but they're not they're not so involved that you can't like think of other things. Colony Sims, I don't know if I would call it a colony sim. I don't own Oxygen Not Included. I don't own any of these other games here. Dwarf Fortress, I don't own. I don't like the look of Dwarf Fortress. I've seen people play it. I have Surviving Mars. I like Surviving Mars. I don't own RimWorld. But I like this style of game. RimWorld seems to me, I don't like Stellaris. I like Stellaris, but I don't like Stellaris. These are the kind of games that I like. I will play these games for fun for a while before I stop playing them and play something else. This game to me feels better and has always felt better than Banished. I don't know why. I can't elucidate on why I feel that way. I can't really give you pointers about what's different between them because I don't play them often enough to actually break down what the differences are and why I like X versus Y. Why X is better or why Y is better. But I can tell you that I will come back to Farthest Frontier more often than I'll go back to Banished or Dawn of Man or games of that nature. Frostpunk is too... I don't say this often. Frostpunk is too hard for me. I don't say that often. But this game, it just feels different. Like if... I like City Skylines, but I don't like how severely you have to do management in that game. I'm running out of food. We only have 1 month of food right now because I have too many people and not enough food. I have some more deer up here, but I need to make another hunting cabin. So we're going to make another hunting cabin because I need to make sure we don't run out of food. The smokehouse is fine, but we need another hunting cabin. So another hunting cabin. Yay. Ye old new hunting cabin we go. And I took too much time, so I lost some of the... I think I lost the eggs. I didn't have the yeah, I think I lost the eggs. I didn't have the forager grab the egg. Or the hawthorn over there, which kind of sucks. But at least I'm not totally devoid of things. We're running out of wood or wood stuff again. So we're going to go ahead and grab some more wood, harvest wood, harvest wood. Let's hope we don't get to seeing any nasty frickin' wolves or shit. What is that right there? That's a doe. Okay. Harvest more wood. Must harvest wood. All right. Harvest more wood. Okay. So the idea here is... Oh, that goes up a really steep hill. Why? All of this, everything is based on the main road going through the area. Everything is going to be leveled based on that road. How are you running out of food? Why are you running out of food? I have food. What are you doing? I don't have food. Ad in 2 minutes. I'm playing an ad now. We'll be right back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 1. And then from here, go over 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. That slope is too steep. And then here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Okay. So, all right, we're back. So what I'm doing right now is I'm building out where everything is going to be over here. Because, like, obviously I need food, right? We're going to have some problems with food if we don't have another hunting shack doing what's necessary. So this hunting shack is going to be here, and hopefully this hunter is going to grab both of those. Okay? And then the next hunting shack is actually going to grab those over there as well. That's the goal, because we're running out of food. I don't know how we're running out of food when we have plenty of freaking. I think we have plenty of. We don't have plenty of food at all. How the hell am I running out of food? Where did my food production go? Like, the protein production just dropped off a cliff. The fruit production just dropped off a cliff. Like, what the hell? They just dropped. Anyway. So once this is done, and we're going to prioritize that. Once that's done, we're going to have another set over there. We're going to need to find more food because we'd be running out of food. Maybe we go hunt the wolves. I don't know. Maybe we hunt the wolves. How many wolves are there? 2. That's not enough. So what I'm doing right now, I'm going to pause it right here while I explain this. What I'm doing right now is I'm actually setting up the design here for what we're going to have. Okay. So in order to make this work, down here, we have, oops. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 1. From here, we're going to go over to here. And from here, we're going to go over to here. Okay. So inside here are going to be like potters, weavers, granaries, etc., etc. Keeping them as far from this as possible. In here are going to be where the saw pit and the firewood and whatnot. Well, that's actually going to be on this side. So the way this is going to work is we're coming down from here. We're going to put the saw pit right there. Right? We do this. See how it says slope too steep there? So we have to, again, everything is based on the center mass. So this whole set still needs to be done over here, right? This being the center road, everything's based on that center road, right? We don't care about this. We don't care about those. That's set. This is set, right? So over here. And then everything here, all of this over here is, it all has to be basically the same level. And then from there, we're going to start leveling this stuff out, right? So the way that's going to work is this saw pit is going to go over here. I now need to build a single tower. A single solitary tower. Where does the tower go? The tower here goes on the inside of the walls. And I think because the trader is going to go over here, we put the tower right there to protect this. And then the person who's in the tower can go out and take care of other stuff. But we're going to build the tower right there. This is being prioritized so that we can have more food. Our gatherer has not gathered the eggs. We need you to gather the eggs. Go grab those eggs. We don't want to get screwed there. So go gather those eggs. We're doing that. We have no food. Right now we have no food. Okay. So what the hell is going on with our food? So our food production has started going back up. People are eating more of the eggs and whatnot because of the other stuff. We absolutely need to increase our food production. That is problematic. So here we go. You are going to come over here and hopefully, yeah, it's going to be a distance for travel, but hopefully you can actually do it. It's not that far for you. Hopefully we have that set. It's just shit, right? We don't have food. We have 12 food here that can be cooked. Predators are attacking. Where are they attacking? That is problematic. I think I'm about to lose a person. I don't think he's going to make it back in time. I think I have my first death. That's sad. Dead. I don't have a healer. That being said, I cannot harvest this. I cannot harvest that because that freaking wolf will kill others. No. Let me select you. Dude. Go away. No. Why? No harvest. Too close to wolves. Ingold died. I don't have a healing. I don't have a healer. I can't do anything. Poor Ingold is dead. They're wounded. They're going to die. It is what it is. A villager is wounded and will soon die if not taken to a healer. So these others, like Nicoferos, I have lots of wood here that I can't do anything with because these wolves will kill the entire town. So Nicoferos needs to not chop trees. Okay? So these are just there. Poor Ingold is going to die. Why are you going back to chop those logs? Oh, dear Lord. Why? Oh, no! No! Where did you come from? Where did he come from? There's no... Oh, no. Ow! Yep. Get back to your house. Please get in your house. Get in your house. Good. Okay. Yes. Kill the wolf. Run! Kill the wolf. Cool. All right. Oh, no. Who's been stricken with rabies? Shit. Who's been stricken with rabies? How did you get rabies way over here? How did you get fucking rabies? Dude, that means you're dead. How the hell did he get stricken with... Oh, man. Oh, because he's... Cool, you're dead anyway. I told you to stop going over there. Like, whatever. All right, so this storage is full. That storage is full. The tower was being built. Where the hell did the tower go? Where's the tower? Where is the tower? That's supposed to be like right here. I did build the tower, right? I did say to build the tower, correct? Build the tower. We need the tower. All right. So dead with rabies, dead with dead. Like, her Ernan's just gonna die. He's just dead. Ernan just died. It says he's gonna heal, but he's gonna die because of the inability to get to somebody. Same thing with her. She's gonna die because, or him rather, because he's just dead. He's just dead. They're both just dead. They're both just, he just died. So now our lovely graveyard is going to have its first, like, yeah. All right. So what the hell is going on here? What is going on here? This is supposed to be based on this. So we do this, 562. And we do this, 562. Do this, 562. And we do this. Actually, you know what? Let's cancel all these real quick because I want them all to be in a single, from a single spot. I want this to be leveled from a single spot. So that level from that single spot is going to be right here. 562 this way is there. So it's not there. I want them to be leveled from here. 562, 625. 625 that way. Same thing here, 625 this way. Same thing this way, 625. And same thing this way, 625. So that should get that all set. And then we'll do the same thing here. We'll just do 625 to the right once this is all leveled. We're at 28 out of 40. We have one food. One freaking food. Our production has gone up a little bit. We have him hunting the deer that have since disappeared. What the hell? Why are the deer disappearing? What the shit? All right. This sucks, but we have you go over there. And we have you go over there. Hopefully we have more deer. Let's grab the forager shack and make sure we have foraging being done where it needs to be done. I have a problem. I have a problem. We are almost there, but we need three more freaking people. Almost there. We do have a problem with food. Because food. But once we hit tier 2, we can make a trading post and we can start making things work. There. He's good. We have a defender of the downtrodden. And so what we can do is we can take this guy and we can bring him over here so that she doesn't die. So here he comes a running. He's coming running to defend the downtrodden. Hopefully we have food that actually works out here. That's right. That's right. All right, so you see how there's 2 wolves over there? There's 3 wolves, there's 4 wolves. There's 3 wolves there. So he's going to just come in here, and then I'm going to go harvest all the wood. Harvest the wood. We have no wood left to harvest. So we're going to actually, like, he's going away. He's going back to the garrison because there's nothing out here to do. It says garrisoning. There's nothing there to do. The problem is I don't have. So what I can do is if I turn this off, it'll take him and turn him back into a villager. So that the problem is I can't actually have. I don't want to put another one out here. So like we're kind of scuffed. We're kind of scuffed. We have a problem with food because we don't have enough deer left on here. She's coming all the way down here to do that. We don't have enough housing to make anything else work. We need to get the housing going. And we can't put anything up here because it's still not set yet. But over here is good now. So let's get the housing going over here. So from the market, we have a healer is going to go there. 1, 2, 3. This is where there's going to be another shelter. We'll put a shelter there. We'll put another shelter there. And the third shelter, I think, goes here. We test it. Yes, a third shelter is going to go there. And then from that third shelter, we're also going to put another shelter. Excuse me for my nose. We'll put another shelter here. So there's 4 more shelters that we're building. The leveling process over here looks like it's coming along nicely. We're going to have to level out down here as well. We're going to bring the level up. But this link, so that's nice and level. That's good. So now we have this one, but we're not going based, we're going based on here. So now we're going to go 625 over here. And we're also going to go 625 over this way to try and level all of this out. Because this is as far up as we go. So we don't have to go any much further over after that. There's like 3 houses that are going to go up there. But we need to make sure that our housing stays on point. Because we need, like, the minute we get somebody new, we have 2 wood planks left. The minute we get somebody new, we're upgrading. We have to. We don't have a choice. All right. Harvester, you've grabbed all the stuff. Let's get back over here and go grab the berries. Go grab all those berries. And don't die when you're doing it, please. We still don't have to worry about wait a minute. Oh yeah, so it goes as soon as it hits the 100 minimum, it starts the production back up. So it hits 225, it stops producing, it hits 100, it starts producing again. Knowledge generated. So we have the 2 there. Now we need to start grabbing more wood lore. Once we get to this area with the trading post, we have to have enough money to buy the first cow that we see, because the cow will produce milk and food and leather and stuff. The problem is we don't have enough of basically anything to sell shit except stone. And we don't want to sell stone, which is why we're trying to keep as much of the gold as possible. People are running out of food again. People are running out of food again. Damn. All right, so he grabbed that stuff over there. There's nothing up there, so now he's going to come back and grab these. There we go. And as soon as that's done, we're going to have him go over here because these are going to be the next things that pop up. These the hawthorn over here. So we'll have him go grab the hawthorn here, here, here. So he's coming back. We'll make sure that hawthorn is all set. We have the hawthorn in there, and then we'll grab the hawthorn over there. Having to micromanage this it's annoying, but it is what it is. We're at 62. We just need three more villagers. That's all we need. 3 villagers. Oh. 3 villagers. That's all we need. Hopefully they come in this year. The problem is, again, we have no frickin' food. There's food in storage here that hasn't been brought over to people. There is food in storage. This person went and grabbed some food and is stocking their shelter. They are this one. So they went and grabbed some food for themselves. Somebody else just went and grabbed food for themselves. That's great. Good. How much food do we have coming back in? Stockpiling logs. Where are you? What are you doing? What are you sorting? You have food to cook. Cook the food. What are you doing? Cook your food. Shit. All right. So as soon as we hit the next 3, that's our key to do our stuff. We have enough food for 1 month. Oh man. That's the problem with like the map that I'm on. It's not the problem with the map. It's the problem with the location that we have, because we don't have enough. Like there's more stuff there. We don't have enough to. Like why can't I just move these berries? Like how? Hold on. You're supposed to be able to move the berries. If I could move all the hawthorn into one spot next to here, it would be so much easier. So how farthest frontier? How do you move hawthorn? You cannot directly move blueberry bushes. Where are the blueberry bushes? What do the blueberry bushes look like? Are there no blueberries? Farthest. What do blueberries look like? Mine is arid, so I think we're in an arid biome, by the way. I think. So we're never going to have blueberries. I'm never going to be able to move anything. So that deer is almost gone. Those deer are almost gone. We're going to be in a predicament. I'm going to need to be buying food. And I'm not going to have enough food to buy anything. We're going to be in a predicament. A very, very nasty predicament. So once this is done, you see how that goes in there? There's going to be a farm here. I'm going to put a farm there. I'm going to have to. I don't have a choice. If I survive. If I survive. So anyway, as I was saying, this is going to go over here. Drought, of course, drought. So we're going to have, let's go ahead and even these out. 625. 625. And then once that's done, we can do the next. So these will be over here so that we can actually organize this the way it needs to be organized. And actually, I think we're going to delete this road because we're going to push it out a little bit further than it is. Delete that road, and delete this road. We're going to push it out a little bit further than it currently is. Just a little bit. It's only going to go out to about here, but this is going to be the main production area for like stuff. And then we're going to have other things being produced elsewhere. So the problem, as you can see, is still no food. Give me 3 more settlers. I'm going to have to wait another year for settlers. Which means I'm going to die because I'm not going to have food. All right, Mr. Harvester. Come harvest all the berries. Go get all the berries over there, and then we'll have you get all the berries over here. And hopefully that'll mean that we're good for food. For a little bit, anyway. Yes, my food is hurting. Yes. I'm definitely hurting for food. My hunters aren't hunting. They're busy. Well, they're butchering the meat that they did hunt, so that's okay. Thing is, we get 20 food from this, so it's not that bad. Every time we kill something, we get 20 food. The problem is going to be if we can't keep the food. Now she's bringing the food to the... Which one are you going to? All right, so she's bringing it to the storehouse. In goes the food. Wait a minute. Where'd the... She transferred the fucking pelts. Oh my God. We need 20 food to cook it. You can't cook one food at a time. That's so sad. That's so sad. And the eggs are good. So once these are done, the hawthorn comes next. So sumac is this. A sumac comes next. This is the hawthorn. No, eggs comes next. Eggs. So eggs comes down here. I'll have to bring him down here once he's done grabbing the stuff. Villagers need more. How do we need more tools? I can't make tools because I haven't up. Oh, man. Son of a gun. All right. So. All right. So we have good stuff there. I don't need to do anything for. I'm not building any more buildings. I'm not putting up any more buildings. There. That's the 4 there. 4 plots of 625 work units apiece. This guy's still here, just in case I get raided or whatnot. Can bring him out and have him go back. I just need 3 more people. All right. So she's going to grab those, and then he's going to grab those, and then once that's done, I can have him actually grab those too. And then once that's done, actually what I can do is I can do this. Wait, no. Go grab those first. And then, so now he'll grab the bird's nests at the start of the year. So I'll have the food there. Okay. Whew. I think we're like stuck, right? I'm having to micromanage this guy because I don't want to build another freaking forager shack. I'm building another forager shack. I can't keep worrying about this. I need another forager shack so that I can actually have one of them going over here and grabbing all these. So he's got all that stuff. And the other one can grab all this stuff over here. So I don't have to worry. Yes, they don't work. Like, it's different parts of the year. I don't have the luxury of continuing to do what I'm doing. All right. So, and it's because we're running out. So notice it's actually back to working operational status right now. So once it gets to 250 again, or to 225, once it gets to 250, he'll stop again until it gets down below 100, which is great. That's like how this should work. This is good. I like the fact that the tree works there. We have to pay to plant the trees, but we're not going to chop the trees down because they're not harvestable yet. What we do need is a work camp that will plant trees and then harvest the trees. I don't know when. Really? Oh, it's a bear. Shit. It's a bear. Kill it. Kill the bear. That's food. That was food, man. That was food. I wish I could tell her to garrison again, but I can't. I can't tell her to garrison. Oh, there she goes. All right. So we actually have food. Cool. Cool. People are getting unhappy. People are getting unhappy. Immigration rate's so low. Once we get to the point where we can like upgrade the town hall, once we can upgrade this, we should be okay. It's just getting there. So what I'm going to do right now is I have that doing what it's doing. We have the people doing what we have. Like we're good. We're good. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take and I'm going to build this out a little bit more. So we know where this is going to be. So this right here, we can start at the bottom. We've got the 2 houses down here. Then the next one, the next house here, from here goes over 1, 2, 3. That's too steep a terrain. That's fine. From here, we would go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. That's too steep. That's okay. We can put a house here. That's where the house is going to be. So in order to make that work, we have to here, 625. Bring that up. Same thing here, 625. Bring that up. So those will go to this level right here because that's where we're starting for both of them. They'll go on this spot and they'll level it out to there. When that does that, we'll have this actually, shit. Let's get rid of this one. we want that to be on this level. It's almost the same, 625, but we want this part to come down a little bit. We don't care if this part is up here because we can still build a house up here as long as we get the slope working a little bit. We just can't do it down here with that there. So we have this. Wait a minute. Did I fuck that up? I did. I fucked that up. Shit. How did I screw that up? I put a space there. There's not supposed to be a space there. This is supposed to be here. And then this one is supposed to be... This one is supposed to be here. So this is supposed to go over, which means this one is supposed to be here. Yes. Supposed to have two. No. No, that's not supposed to be there. Cancel that. Cancel that move. Frick me, man. Oh, what am I doing? Hold on. Pause. This one, then this one, then this one's supposed to be one up from the road here. So this one's supposed to be, yeah. So we have this, that, then a healer, then we have one here. Yeah, so this one's actually supposed to be here, which means that one goes 2 over that way, and that one goes 2 over that way. So that's how that's supposed to work. Oops. All right, so these are, do this again. Let's see what the level looks like over here. They're kind of okay. Go 625 over here. And we'll go 625 over here. Because all it costs is labor for those. And I have them, so why not do something with them? Please give me 3 people. I need 3 people. That's all I need. I don't want to have to restart this. I really don't. I really don't. Just give me 3 people. 3 people, please. All right. So before we do anything else, you are going to come up here. I don't see any. I could have you. No, that's not big enough. So I couldn't have you doing that stuff too. So you won't reach these. I found more food, which is good. You will grab all of that. You two fuckers. One of you is no longer hunting. Basically, we're going to leave you. We're going to leave that one to their vices. You are going to come over here. And you are going to come all the way over here and hunt whatever the hell is over there. Because we need that. I am eventually going to need to hunt these freaking fuckers down, but I don't have... I'm stuck at the mercy of an immigration or birth. All right. So that's going to move over, and then this one's going to move over to there. And then this one's going to move over. I hope that's right. I hope that's right. That looks like that's right. But this, that is right. Okay. So that one's going to move over. This one's going to move over. Okay. That one moves over to there. This one moves over to here. And then we have the road where it's supposed to be. All right. Make sure we have our food working. Excellent. Look at you running. Look at this guy running. She's like, yes, I gotta hurry up and get home. We needed the food. All right. So now that here, and actually, this needs to go one further out. Cancel that one because I didn't make it long enough. Goes out to there. This goes from here to here. This goes from here to here. All right. So we have this bottom part of this this shelter area. Okay. So basically, this is the way each pod is going to be. Right. We build up. This is going to be basically filled with shelters. And when that happens, we have the base. My apologies. This one was not supposed to go there. This one is supposed to stay right there. And this comes out to there. And then this goes down. And we go out 3 here. +1. And then this goes down and we go out. Goes down 2. So that should be at the level of the shrine, right? We have 2, then 1, and then 1's a little further down. I said B. We have this one, and then this one. And then we have, it goes 1 down, and then it goes 2 down. So that's where those are supposed to be. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yay, knowledge. Grab more. Confirm. All right. So that's how this is going to be. And then this comes down to here. And then this comes over to there. And then this comes down all the way to here. And there's going to be a garden path right there. Then this comes over 3 here. That goes down 3 there. And then we have this go down 4 here. And that should put us 1 above the market. And that's 1 above the market. Perfect. That is 1 above the market. Then we have, from here, we have a medium garden, which goes there. Right? So basically, the way this works is this is going to come all the way over here. Sort of. But that's basically the outline. So this is going to come over, this one's going to come over, I think, 3. And then this is going to come over, this is going to go over 1, and then it's going to come over all the way. So there we have it. That's the entirety of it right there. There we go. Villagers need more tools. Town needs more villagers. And I need to construct additional pylons. All right. So we don't need to build any more houses. Don't want to, don't need to. So where are you, my friend? You have 10? Why are you browsing? You need to go grab those eggs. I can't believe I'm on like year 5 or whatever, and I don't have... I don't have a freaking tier 2 town yet. All right. Are you gonna grab the eggs? Are you going to grab the eggs? Foraging eggs. About time. Holy smokes. My lord. My lord, my lord, my lord. Talk about making me mad. That stupid villager. All right. All right. Come on. Give me 3 people. All I need is 3 people. 3. Just 3 people. That's all I need. All right. All right. So let's go ahead and do this. And I'm pretty sure like we need to do this. $625 there. $625 here. And I don't care about it being fully set as long as I can build everything. Once I know that I can build everything, then I don't care about the leveling of the spots. As long as I can build the stuff, I'm good. As long as things can be built, I am good. So I think this goes all the way over, right? So this goes over 3, 6, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then it comes down. And I think that's it. There we go. Yay! And each one of these has a house. So there's a house here. There's a house here. And there's a medium garden in the middle. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did I not do it right? Shit on me. This one is too big. That one's too big. Ads incoming. We're going to clear this. Clear all that. Oh, man. We're just going to delete these. Ads incoming. We will wait until the ads are done. So these are all a little bit off. Just a little bit off. All right. So this one, we have a house here. This comes down 3 and then 1, right? I want to make sure that that's actually how the top side goes. So turn it around so that it's the same. We have 2, then 1, and then 1. That one comes down a little bit. We have 2, and then 1. This one comes down a little bit. So that one's actually right here. It's right there instead. Why is that an invalid building placement? Oh, because it's slope too steep. So this one is off as well. Because this comes down 1 more. And then it comes over here. Okay. And then this goes over. This comes down. That's the house. That's the garden path. Then it goes over 3. Okay. fine. All right, we have our food. We still don't have any. We're just waiting. Give me. All right, we're still having problems with food, but I don't see us having too much of an issue right now because there's more food that's coming in. We still don't have this. I have a feeling we're going to get screwed. I'm speeding things up to try and make sure that we don't have that issue. But I have a feeling we're gonna die. So we have lovely people. You going hunting? Oh, nice. I should take somebody and go looking for more food. So we're going to take you and we're going to go looking for more food. Just go over there. You'll get there in time. All right. So what does this mean? How do I get more tools? Like, how do I get more tools? Like, what the shit? I can't build more tools. I can't do any of this until I fucking level the town up. I can't level the town up until I have 30. Ah! Oh my God. All right. Now, one. So this is over a little bit. What the hell am I doing here? Hell, so we've. Fuck. Damn it. I didn't want to build these. I suppose we're going to build a tannery over here. We need to build a compost yard. There's no place that I know I can build a compost yard outside of like way over here. So we're going to build a compost yard over here near production. We're going to build a compost yard like right here so that we don't have to worry about them having issues. We'll put the compost yard like here. Put the compost yard there. Prioritize the compost yard. Make sure it gets built. This is going to move to this side. Oh my God, it still can't move over there. That should take care of that.